Hakila binti Syafi'i and my student ID is 2023188205. Hi guys, my name is Nurhamila binti Umar Azman. My matching number is 2023135137.
So hi, my name is Siti Najah binti Bauriza. My matching number is 2022822614.
Hi, my name is Nur Hakila binti Hairi and my matric number 2023172989. Assalamualaikum and good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Malaysia Today. As the world faced the unprecedented challenge of the COVID-19 pandemic, Malaysia was no exception. The virus, which first emerged in late 2019, rapidly spread across the globe, bringing nations to a standstill. In early 2020, Malaysia began reporting its first cases, and by March, the number were rising at an alarming rate, prompting immediate action from the government. On March 16, 2020, the Prime Minister announced the implementation of the Movement Control Order, or we call it as MCO, which came into effect on March 18. This was a historic and necessary measure to break the chain of infection. The MCO restricted interstate and inter-district travel, closed schools, non-essential businesses, and limited gatherings. While these measures were crucial to safeguarding public health, they also had far-reaching impacts on daily life and the economy.
Yang dibimbangi akan menjangkiti lebih ramai rakyat. Situasi semasa wabak ini memerlukan tindakan drastik diambil bagi memulihkan keadaan secepat mungkin. Dan untuk itu kerajaan memutuskan untuk melaksanakan Perintah Kawalan Pergerakan mulai 18 Mac 2020 iaitu lusa hingga 31 Mac 2020 di seluruh negara.
One of the most significant effects of the pandemic was a sharp increase in the unemployment rate. By May 2020, unemployment in Malaysia had surged to 5.3%, the highest level in decades. Thousands of businesses faced closures and many Malaysians struggled to secure their livelihoods. The government introduced various stimulus packages to support affected individuals and businesses, but the road to recovery remained challenging. To better understand the public's perspective during the crisis, our team spoke to 3 citizens from different walks of life. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So my name is Nur Hakila binti Hairi. So today in the central city of Kuala Lumpur, I will be interviewing the public citizen about the effects of COVID-19 pandemic. So Najiha, I would like to ask, how do you feel about the outbreak of COVID-19 pandemics?
I graduated with a degree in social science in 2020. I was excited to start working, but the pandemic made it almost impossible. Most jobs require years of experience and internship that could have helped me were cancelled. It's frustrating to feel stuck while also worrying about my future.
So you mentioned struggling due to lack of experience. So what solution do you think will help graduates like you?
I think university need to work more closely with industry to offer internship and short-term project. Even online internship during the pandemic would have been helpful. There should also be career workshop to help us prepare for the job market. Maybe SME could also partner with university to offer internship. That way students like me gain experience and business get affordable help.
So Najah, thank you for your cooperation. So I wish you the best of luck in the future.
Alright, thank you.
So next, I will be interviewing Miss Yana. So Miss Yana, could you share your perspective as a business owner during the COVID?
Thank you, Miss Hakila. I run a small cafe in Kuala Lumpur. As you can see, during the pandemic, my cafe closed for several months, and even after the reopening, customer traffic was low. I had to let go of half of my staff, which was heartbreaking.
So did you receive any initiative from the government?
The government offers some aid, but it was hard to assess. I'm still trying to recover.
So what would you suggest to helping small business like yours to survive and thrive?
I think the government, university and business need to work together. For example, creating a program that matches students with small medium enterprise for internship or as a part-time job. The government should simplify the process for financial aid. Lowering tax and offering grants to digitize our business would also help. For example, I could invest in the delivery apps for my business if I had more support.
So back with me. So Alia, could you tell your story next on how the outbreak of COVID-19 affect your career?
Hi
Hi everyone, I'm Alia and I work in the tourism industry as a hotel front desk manager. When the lockdown began, our bookings dropped drastically and eventually the hotel closed. I lost my job and have struggled to find anything. Most jobs available now don't pay enough to support my family and I feel lost about what to do next.
So the hospitality sector has been one of the hardest hits. So what kind of support do you think could help workers like you to recover?
Reskilling programs are crucial. For example, learning digital marketing or customer service for online business could help us transition into other fields. It's also important that these programs are affordable or subsidized by the government.
What would collaborative approach looks like to you?
I suggest free or low-cost online courses for workers to reskill, especially in growing fields like e-commerce or IT. I just want a chance to reboot my life and provide for my family. Reskilling programs could make that possible.
So thank you, Alia, for your time. I wish you the best of luck in future.
Alright, thank you.
As we explore the wide-ranging effects of unemployment in Malaysia, a challenge that has impacted the economy, society and individuals, especially during and after the COVID-19 pandemic. Let's begin with the economic impact. Unemployment directly affects Malaysia's gross domestic product or GDP. When individuals lost their jobs, their purchasing power decreased. This leads to reduced consumer spending, which in turn affects business revenues. Many sectors, including retail, food services and tourism, experienced significant losses during their pandemic, causing further strain on the economy. With reduced demand for goods and services, national productivity declined, creating a ripple effect across the economy. In the manufacturing sector, unemployment led to disruptions in production, supply chain interruptions and decreased global demand hit key industries like electronics and automotive manufacturing. Business struggled to operate efficiently and as production declined, Malaysia's GDP's growth slowed significantly. This highlighted the vulnerability of critical industries during time of crisis. Moving on to the social effects, unemployment has widened up the gap between the rich and the poor. Many low-income households, especially those in the B40 group, were unable to meet basic needs like food, housing, and education. Job losses also increased dependency on loans, pushing families further into financial insecurity. Unemployment has also been linked to a rise in crime rates. When individuals face financial depression, some resort to illegal activities such as theft and fraud to survive. Finally, the individual impact of unemployment cannot be overstated. Losing a job often leads to mental health struggles, including depression and anxiety. Many individuals feel a loss of purpose, self-confidence, and stability. In conclusion, the effect of unemployment in Malaysia extend far beyond job loss. They touch every aspect of our economy, society, and individual lives. Tackling this issue requires collective efforts from the government, business, and communities to create opportunities and provide support for those affected.
To overcome the unemployment, Bank Negara Malaysia imposed the monetary policy such as buying the security bond from the open market operation. This is to increase the money supply during this recession. BNM can invest the money to another bank indirectly inject in the increase in the consumption and investment. This is where the consumer and business are encouraged to take loan from the bank. As consumption rise, it will boost the aggregate demand. Therefore, the business will expand its production to satisfy the demand. As a result, to fulfill the demand, the business need to hire more workers, which lead to a job opportunity being created. Thus, the aim to dissolve the unemployment during this recession can be resolved.
Fiscal policy plays a vital role in the economy via government expenditure and taxation. The increase in the government expenditure is by constructing more development projects such as hospital during the pandemic, which will increase aggregate demand for the architecture and labour force to completing the projects. Moreover, after the project is completed, the demand for doctor and nurse is also required. Hence, unemployment, especially for the youth who are seeking jobs, will not be addressed. Therefore, the rise in consumption lead to the growth in the aggregate demand, which required the firm to expand the production, thereby seeking for more factors of production, especially labour, to increase its output. With more job opportunities accessible, full employment can now be accomplished.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's bulletin. Unemployment remains a key challenge in Malaysia, but coordinated efforts are paving the way toward long-term solution. Support for small and medium enterprise or SME is a critical part of this strategy. By providing SME with access to new markets, adopting digital technologies, and most importantly, offering financial support, the government and stakeholders aim to empower this business to thrive. This in turn creates job opportunities across the country. Additionally, entrepreneurship is being promoted as a vital engine of growth. Government initiatives such as grants and mentorship program encourage individuals to start and grow their own business. This measure not only stimulate innovation but also contribute significantly to job creation. Experts emphasize that addressing unemployment requires collaboration between Bank Negara Malaysia, the federal government, and private stakeholders. This coordinated approach combines immediate relief measures such as financial aid with long-term solutions like workforce upskilling and fostering an inclusive economy. By enabling job creation through this initiative, Malaysia is not only reducing unemployment but also ensuring more resilient and inclusive economic future. Stay tuned for more updates. Back to you in studio.
And that wraps up our coverage on the challenges and solutions surrounding unemployment in Malaysia during and after the COVID-19 pandemic. While the road to recovery remains challenging, it is clear that with coordinated efforts and resilience, Malaysia can build a stronger and more inclusive economy for the future. Thank you for tuning in to Malaysia Today. Stay safe and we'll see you next time. Thank you very much.